After 8 months of hard work and training, I can finally say it. I'm an Ironman. For everyone who has been following me for over the past 8 months, thank you so much for supporting me and watching the videos. And for everyone who is new on this channel, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Cedric, I'm 24 years old, I live in Belgium, I have a full-time job, I study a master, and for the past 8 months I have been training and documenting my journey towards becoming an Ironman. And as you can imagine, it hasn't been easy combining all those things. So a big shout out to Stamina for making it possible, and training through the app has been a lifesaver and has done wonders with time management. But I've also got to be honest, even though I'm very motivated, sometimes it's just difficult to stick to your schedule. I averaged like sometimes 8 hours of training. I'm gonna quickly interrupt myself because I've noticed whilst editing that this part actually isn't that clear. So I'll quickly show you what I mean. So if we go to the progression tab, you can see I averaged a little below what was planned for me. So this week I had 12 hours planned and I only completed 7 hours 36. This was a good week. But yeah, you can see on average, I'm like 2 or 3 hours below what I should have done. This was my best week and the most, oh, here's Mila to say hello. This was my best and most fun week. This was the week of our training camp. And hold on, 1 week. We had 20 hours planned and we trained for 26 hours. I still remember that week very well. It was a week where we did like the bike ride of almost 7 hours. This was probably the most important week in my Ironman training for the preparation. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video. In this video, I will share my experience of the last few days of preparation and of course the race itself. I hope you enjoy. We are currently in our first stop somewhere in Bremen, around 1.5 hours from Hamburg. It is about 6 o'clock, so it's dinner time. We didn't pack very well, we didn't bring a lot of stuff, so I only brought like a bag of plain pasta. We went to a kebab shop. Laura was able to get a pizza Hawaii, and they gave me some bags of ketchup. I thought it was way more ketchup. Look at this. So this is 1 bag, and we've only got 2 bags. And some salt as well. Who said nutrition for an Ironman was difficult? So here you can see me going to the check-in where I'll receive my bib number, my backpack, my bracelets and get all the information needed to have a good race day. Here you can see me pick up my bib number. She was explaining me I had to fill in the contact details on the back. I've also got the number 1817, so from now on that will be my lucky number. You also get your bracelet and you have to put your bracelet on the other side of your watch. The merchandise village, it's also where you receive your backpack and you receive your transition bags as well. I bought a few things, but the main thing I bought for myself was this hat because I still needed a hat to run. We post up at the finish line as well. Here we are sitting in the stands waiting for the race briefing. He just explained everything really detailed, but as a first timer I read through the manual like 5 or 6 times already and he just repeated it. So it kind of got boring. The atmosphere in the race briefing, apart from the technical information, was really fun.
Every time you come down here, you hear the words, "You are an Ironman," the people are going to go crazy. So one more time to make sure that the butterflies are flying in formation. Are you ready? On 3, let's hear you scream. 1, 2, 3.
Now we have a pancake. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. In less than 24 hours I will be starting my swim. I'm enjoying my breakfast. 4 slices of white bread with jam and a glass of grape juice. I'm gonna finish up my breakfast and after that I will be preparing my transition bags and putting on the stickers on all of my equipment and my bike. Alright, I'm gonna apologize straight away. I'm not the most organized person. My T2 bag. This is my T1 bag and this is my streetwear bag. Race bib. I've got my stickers that I have to put on my bags and on my bike as well. There is no pen in the whole of our apartment. I didn't bring one. Luckily, the firefighting department is across the street, so I'm gonna quickly go over there and ask if they have a pen for me so I can fill in my details. Next up is a bike. I've put it outside on our terrace. It's a lovely view actually. It's looking like this. And there is my bike. I'm riding over my transition bags. There she is. Pretty nice. You have to put a sticker on the back saddle. It is not perfect, but it'll do, I think. That's the sticker on the bike though. My hair is like getting through my cap. The only sticker left is for my helmet. That's the last one. Let's fill our transition bags with everything we need. First up, we are starting at the streetwear bag. These are my clothes I will be wearing after the race and before as well. But I will be turning up in my tri-suit and my wetsuit halfway down. These are my goggles, spare goggles, earplugs. These are my slippers I will be wearing before. I brought 3 swimming caps. This is my normal one. And then these are the 2 caps I got from the organization. This is just the blue one, and that should say that I'm a man. And the purple one is like I am a first timer. I've also got some anti-friction cream. I will be putting this on me before I go to the race, and then I will put it in my other bag, in my T2 bag or my T1 bag, because I will be using it a few times, I think. So in my T1 bag, first up we got a small towel to dry off everything after the swim. We got sunscreen, I got my bike shoes, socks, sunglasses. This is my racing belt. This is my helmet, my gloves and a jacket if needed, because potentially it will be raining tomorrow. Yeah, we've got my gels. I don't know if I will be taking them all from the start. I think I will be putting them in my special needs bag as well. And these are extra lenses and potentially a painkiller if I need it. Then we move over to T2. I've only got my shoes and my socks. I've got something to drink, like a little reward. I really like this one. I've got some candy as well, some sugar, a bag of Haribo, my cap that I will be wearing, and then obviously my gels as well. That's everything that I will be taking. I feel like I'm forgetting everything. Yeah, my bottles as well. I'm still drinking out of one. I've only got 2. I will be preparing those in the evening and I will be putting them in the fridge as well. Currently we are on our way to the transition zone to drop off both my transition bags and my bike as well. As you can see over there, we are nearing the venue. We will be starting from there tomorrow as well. So yeah, pretty excited. Unfortunately, Laura, who is filming right now, can't come with me into the transition zone because you only have access by bracelets. It's only for athletes. So I will try to film everything on my own. So let's see how that goes. I've got a specialized buddy next to me. He's got a pretty cool bike too. And I'm over here. My bags are here, so tomorrow I gotta remember there's like a store. I'm at that store, I gotta remember. Time tracker I have to put on my left ankle because like of the computer electronics that it doesn't interfere with the timing chip. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on right now. All right, everyone think I will be on house arrest or I'm a prisoner, but let's do it. I'm enjoying a last cup of isotone drink and we are out on our balcony. I'm gonna have to interrupt once again because the noise you were starting to hear is music coming from my phone, and the whole of the clip is corrupted because the audio was just overruled with Ed Sheeran singing When Your Legs Don't Work Like They Used to before. Pretty fitting if you ask me. I kind of still remember what I said, so I'll quickly try to rephrase it. I was talking about how the weather conditions in Hamburg, even though it doesn't look like it, were very bad and we were gonna have a delayed start. So I didn't even know yet at what time I had to start my swim. And as you can see in the next clip, when we drove to the race at about 4 o'clock in the morning, we had thunder, lightning, heavy rain. So yeah, subtle foreshadowing of what is yet to come.
I've got new latex pants.
After sleeping in the car for about 40 to 50 minutes, we finally got a notification that the transition zone would be opened. We couldn't go for a practice swim anymore, but I put on my wetsuit and we got off to the transition zone.
You ready to go?
Yes. Are you?
I have to be. Could you pass me my drink?
Yes.
I really need to pee as well, but I think I'll save it for when I dive into the water to get some extra warmth.
I'm quite a bad swimmer, and on top of that I have like collarbones that pop out of their socket once I raise my arm up into the air. It's called this. I don't know exactly by heart what it's called, but yeah, I've got that. So I started in the group of like 1 hour 30 to 1 hour 35 because I felt like that was a realistic time to start, and I still kind of have like the advantage of getting dragged through because of the current created by everyone swimming in the same direction. About halfway I checked my watch and I saw I was at like 46 minutes, which I was pretty surprised about because that's pretty good for me, especially considering this was the first time I swam in open water for that long, and I think only like the second or third time swimming in open water as well. At about 1 hour in, I checked my watch and I saw my heart rate was at like 170 or even 180, which was way too high because you need to preserve your energy as much as possible. So I had to slow myself down, and then approaching 1 hour 20, 1 hour 30, I really started to struggle because I was getting so cold. My hands were freezing, my head was freezing, and my eyes were getting sucked out of their socket because of, you wear the goggles for so long. In the end, I managed to finish the swim almost fully breaststroke in 1 hour 51, which if you said to me in the beginning you're gonna finish in 1 hour 50, I would have taken it, honestly. I really didn't enjoy the swim. I was really glad to get out of the water. I looked like this as well. This is not a man who is enjoying himself. If I gotta give some tips as a first-time swimmer for your Ironman, my best advice would be check where you're gonna swim, check the water temperature. I wasn't aware myself, and make sure you are prepared to stay in the water for that long. My body wasn't even tired, I could swim even more, but I was just freezing. Then we go on to the bike ride, and honestly, the first 90 kilometers I was cruising. I did my first lap, the first 90 kilometers, at approximately 30 kilometers per hour, so exactly on target. And a funny thing, I can laugh at it now, but during the race it was so frustrating. I don't know how it happened, because I showed you my transition bags earlier on, but I kept on pulling caffeine gels out of my pockets. And every time I said, okay, next gel can't be a caffeine gel, I'll take this one. And every gel I pulled was a caffeine gel. So at one point I was like riding with 12 gels in one pocket, because I checked all my gels and they were all caffeine gels. So I had to rely for the first 4 hours solely on the gels given out at aid stations. So I was just taking on an extra kilo for nothing because I just could have survived on the gels from the aid station, which I did. And then we got on to our second lap, which started off a bit worse because we started off with some strong headwinds. It's not boring actually, it's pretty fun, but you're just like in pain and you don't really understand why you're doing this.
Kom aan, Sid! Kom aan! Woo! Nog 5 minuten!
I managed to finish in 6 hours and about 15 minutes, I think, which is a bit above my target, but hey, can't complain. After the bike ride, it was finally time for my favorite part, the marathon. I was pretty confident in my running ability, so I knew I just have to finish the bike ride and then I will become an Ironman. So for me, the emotion started to get in like the first 10 or 20 kilometers because I knew I was gonna become an Ironman. I knew I was gonna finish, and I never looked at my pace. I only looked at my heart rate, and I kept my heart rate below 150 the whole time.
Kom aan, Cedric! Woo! Eentje voor die papa!
I managed to finish at an average pace of 5:27, so I complete my marathon in 3 hours 49, which for me is my second best marathon I've done. I beat my first marathon by 5 minutes, which brings me to a total finishing time of 12 hours, 23 minutes and 17 seconds. I missed my target by 23 minutes, but considering I spent 27 minutes in transition zone, I think I lost some time over there. When crossing the finish line, I didn't really get overwhelmed with emotions. I thought I would get very emotional, but like I said, it happened to me in like the first 10 kilometers. So afterwards I was like, okay, I can still run more. I don't want it to be finished because I just really enjoyed running. And that's it. That was my first Ironman. I hope you enjoyed. I'm really proud I finished it. I'm also really proud I managed to make all these videos. Like I said in the beginning, this was a goal of mine to upload every 2 weeks and document my journey. Not just for everyone who is a beginner and who is starting out for the Ironman, also because normally if you finish a race, the only thing you have is your medal. And by making these videos for the rest of my life, I will have something to look back on. I will have something to show my children, and I have something to be proud of. So, and I think Mila is very proud of me. So yeah, like I said in the beginning, thank you so much for everyone supporting me. Thank you everyone for sending me messages on the day of my Ironman. Thank you for everyone sending me congratulations afterwards as well. And yeah, lastly, some special thanks to a few people. Thank you to Willem, thank you to Schwang, thank you to Laura, and thank you to my dad for supporting me all the way. For now, this is gonna be my last video on this channel. I do have a new challenge starting soon. I want to complete a marathon in under 3 hours, and I will probably give it a go at a marathon in Florence by the end of November. So who knows, maybe I'll make a series about that too. But for now, thank you for following the journey, thank you for watching, and for everyone doing their first Ironman, I wish you the best of luck. It was both the best and the worst day of my life. And if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. And if you're looking for a coach, go check out the website of Stamina. Put yourself on the waiting list because the app is launching soon. Bye guys.